Hey everybody, Labby Dragon here, she of the infrequent update. At least it hasn't been a whole year this time. Every time it hasn't been a whole year, I'm always going to say that. At least it hasn't been a whole year. So between work and burlesque, I got crazy busy, a little bit depressed, crazy busy, have not had any time, and even before I was making my costume for my most recent show, I did not have the energy on my days off to edit, mostly edit. Recording, I didn't do either, but I might have been up for it, but I kept going like, I'm just not gonna edit that, so why? You know, it happens. It happens. I have been very happy. Our event opened this weekend and all of my work is out there and I'm pretty proud of it. Everything looks so great. So many last minute changes too, just for practicality, but everything looks gorgeous. Everything is great. Everything is going good, and things are, while I will still be working full-time and commuting back and forth to Tampa, things are slower at work, so I don't know, maybe I'll be less tired about things? I'm not sure. I promise nothing. I promise nothing. What I do have today though is Monster High minis. These are series 1 because I found these at Five Below and they were $1 each, and somehow I bought only 4 and not an entire box of them. I'm still not sure how that happened, but Monster High is slowly disappearing, so I got excited and bought several, and probably should have just bought what was left, but I didn't. But so I got 4. I got 4 of them, and we're opening these. And that's what we're doing today. Because I'm not going to just talk forever about how I haven't been making videos, because you know that I haven't. I had the scissors nearby this time. I don't remember these being this hard to open. I'm sure they always were though. I love these so much. Monster High is still, I'm so sad that it seems to just be disappearing from stores because I loved it so much. But apparently, and I didn't hear about it at the time, but apparently they went through a redesign and the redesign didn't go over great, and now places like Walmart and Target don't even carry them. So there's that happening. All that sadness. Why is this so hard to break into? Oh. Our first one is a Laguna. Oh, she looks like she's in her little jammy jammies. Let me get close there. There she is. Little pink pajamas. Just refer back to the reference guide. But yeah, I know they came out with series 2 of these, and I have a couple of the series 2, but I haven't seen series 2 in a little bit. Yep, Sleepover Ghouls. She's got the little pink skull, which makes her a thing-tastic find. And we'll just ignore that my computer is making noise because I got an email. And keep going. I'm like wondering, and I'm probably jinxing it by saying it out loud, but I'm like, I wonder if I'll get any repeats, because I haven't had any repeats of these, and I've opened quite a few. But I am perfectly willing to risk repeats, Because they're so cute. They're just so cute anyway. Why? It has tabs, but it's just so much easier to tear into this cardboard. What? Oh! It was the back of the hair, and it just was like black in there, and I was like, what is happening? Oh, she's got a fun blue pattern. It's Cleo. And she's got, I don't think I have good enough lights in here, but she's like teal, like a teal color and a mintier green color. Yeah, one of the pattern ghouls. I believe we got one of these before. I want to say it's the Rochelle, and I got really excited about it, but even though I have them on display, I could look at them every day, but I don't think I actually do. Not hard enough to remember. She's got a little, yeah, she's got a little blue skull, just making her a common figure. And moving on. Oh. I've actually had these for a couple of weeks because I held on to them specifically so I could open them on camera. Because that's what you do when you live that pretend YouTube life. I don't think of myself as like a real YouTuber. I'm like a normal person with a YouTube channel that I occasionally update. But I'm kind of a YouTuber. I also want to think of myself as a YouTuber. I just don't do it that often. Alright, I think this one is also Laguna. I feel like I have a lot of Lagunas. And she's a little superhero with a little spider there, and she's got this nice, it's very pearl, very light minty green, iridescent kind of see-through hair going on, and it is very cute. Ah, it fell. Yes, power ghouls. Well, no, I think this might actually be Ghoulia, and Laguna is the one that has like a pink costume and a pink mask. You can't see that. And I think she's actually Ghoulia. It's a little hard to tell the difference. Cause it's like she has Laguna's hair, but has Ghoulia's costume. Like, I am gonna bring these close enough you can potentially see. See, Laguna has a little swirl, and what I assume to be Ghoulia way at the end does not. But this is definitely Ghoulia's like costume and hair color. But it has a little swirl. Maybe they just didn't draw in the bang swirl. Because it's probably a similar mold. It really does. It looks like Laguna's hair. It must just be the same mold and a different image, right? It's not, it shouldn't be that confusing. I shouldn't be this focused on that. But I'm just like, but, what? She's got a little blue skull, making her a common figure. Alright, last one. It's gonna be a repeat, right? Because I'm still convinced that the fact that I even said that out loud is what is, you know, the curse that will make one of these. But maybe not. But definitely, because I keep talking about it, right? Alright. Let's see, she's sparkly and glittery. Not a repeat. this another one of the sleepover ones? Alright, so she has this nice green glitter hair going on. And a little she's blowing a little bubblegum bubble, and she's got a little yellow, it looks like a sleepy dress, like a sleepy time dress. Let me make sure for any reason it's not one of the others. And she is not one of the sleepover ones. I'm pretty sure she is Laguna. She's got a nice like metallic pearl finish on the skin too. Oh, candy ghouls, there. That makes sense. Yeah, it's Laguna. This is the Laguna candy ghoul. And it's super cute. 3 out of 4 of these were Laguna. I do really like Laguna, but I do think that's quite funny. And present a final haul image. Look at them all in their little coffins. And I'm actually today, we're gonna jump cut. And I'm actually gonna show you my little display, because I don't think I've shown the display in the new apartment. So I'll see you in another location after the cut. Alright, hey guys, as usual, please ignore the fan. As I like to remind everyone, I do live in Florida, and it is still very hot in Florida, even though I've been informed this is supposed to be the first official day of fall. Anyway, here we have my little display on my wall. Pull back a little just so you can see the scale here. It's just a little, it was an unpainted wooden piece from Michael's. They were on clearance at one point, and I bought this, and I just thought it would look really good in this metallic green and blue going on, and that's how I painted it. And I like that it's the little comic book thing. As you can see, I have everything before today up there on the top, and what I just added on today is right here. And I'm getting on a step stool now, because it is actually not super convenient for seeing the ones on the bottom of the top row there, but it's not 100% the point, because I have them pushed up against the wall. I could pull them out, but I have some fears about doing that. Just a few little reservations. I would like to point out, I do actually have the little superhero Laguna, and when I said I had 3 Lagunas, that is not true. I'm pretty sure that one is Gulia, so actually only 50% of these were Laguna. And then I only have 2 more other ones, so I really don't have that many. I have as many Laguna as I have. Like, look at that. I have 2 Rochelles, which makes me super excited because I love Rochelle Goyles so much. And I do have the little stripes Rochelle, as well as the stripes, the patterned Rochelle, as well as the patterned Toralei. And now my Cleo to go with them. But I do also have 2 different Katie Noirs. So I do actually still have more Lagunas than anything, because now I have 4 of her. And the other things that I have more than 1 of, I only have 2 of. But overall, I feel like I over-exaggerated on quite how many I had. But yeah, there's my little display, and I'm actually really happy with it. It's just a nice, cute little use of wall space, because otherwise, like, just look at all this empty wall up there. I haven't utilized that space much at all, and I still have so many toys in boxes. All of my Little Ponies are still in storage, and a few of my other figures and such. Just like some of the really important stuff, like Jareth obviously came out of storage. My little Ariel frame and such. I I haven't, yeah, let's just go on a tour. I wasn't gonna do a whole tour. We're gonna do just a little bit of a tour. Because also over here we have, I'm gonna move my laundry a little bit so we're looking at less underwear. But I've got my little shelf of the miniature My Little Ponies I did pull out. I'm not pointing the camera at them anymore while I'm trying to talk about them. But yeah, and my fiance put his little Batman up there, and I didn't notice it for the longest time, but Batman's just hanging out with Twilight Sparkle and her family. And then I've got this little shelf, that's like cut so awfully, because I cut it myself, and I'm bad at cutting with a saw apparently. But I've got some recenter editions of my little Sailor Moon charms there. I think that was like a year ago. And I've got some of my like Sumu Sumu stuff and other various on that little shelf up there. And all of our pops are here. The Batman the Animated Series one is very new. I bought that for my fiance because he loves the animated series. Like, he really likes Batman. So much so that this is a cell he bought that is from the 1970s cartoon, the one that was like based on the original live action show. And this is a cell we purchased that we need to frame. We're gonna put it in a shadow box or something. We just haven't done it yet. And then all our other knickknacks that you have probably seen before, except for maybe also Lego Blockhead Batman standing next to Lego Blockhead Worf, which is my fiance got Worf for himself, and he liked those so much and then never bought another one. So when I bought him the Batman Pop, I also bought that because I could tell he had a lot of fun, and I kind of want the Poison Ivy. There's a Poison Ivy, and I kind of want her because I really like Poison Ivy. And they do look really fun. And most of my pops are still in boxes, not because I'm some sort of purist collector, but just a lot because they're easier to transport if you leave them in the boxes and don't have to have like a random box just full of pops. But obviously like Thor here, who's the bobblehead version of Thor, which I don't know if he was always such an extreme angle on his head there, or if I have done that at some point in time to him. But yeah, I got a little bobblehead Thor, so he's out of the package because he does a thing. And although the Jareth Pop is somewhat obscured by the packaging, this picture of him just overshadows the actual figure in there. So it would probably be better if I took it out and you could actually see the little crystal ball in his hand and all that. But, you know, this way they stack. But it's absolutely not out of any sense of like preserving them as a collector's item or thinking because I'm never gonna sell these. Like my Buffy and my Spike, I'm not gonna try to sell those. They'll never be worth money because they print these in they make these in such huge batches and stuff. They're like never gonna be worth money. Anyway, I'm not like delusional that way. I just am kind of too lazy to take things out of the box sometimes. And that's really it. That's really it for the tour of things, because I don't necessarily want to walk you around and like show you every little thing in my apartment, because it's a small apartment with a lot of stuff in it. But you know, my nice little well, mine and my fiance's, because Gumby and Pokey are not mine. This Batman mask is not mine. Mr. T is not mine. So much of this is actually also my fiance's stuff. So our little display is one of the most interesting things to show you anyway, so that's what I'm going to show you, and I already showed it to you, so what I have shown you. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. There is one last thing I'm going to tack on to the end of this unboxing / update video, and it is that, if you follow me on social media, you actually already know, but I have bought this lovely, very expensive machine. I have been saving up for this for a long time, so it's, not that I had a lot of money to burn, it's that this is actually a very useful tool for me that I have worked very hard to be able to bring into my life. This is, of course, well, not necessarily of course, but of course, this is of course the Cricut Maker. The first among their line that truly is versatile in that it cuts fabric, because they have invented, I might have put it away. They have invented this nice little system where they've been able to put a rotary, it's the tiniest little circular blade on this machine so that it can cut fabric so ridiculously well for, you know, like a home machine that cuts fabric. Which isn't to say badly, that qualifier wasn't to say like, oh well, it's not great but it's better than anything. Like, it's actually pretty great. And there's so much that this is going to simplify in my life. So you may, if I feel that I come up with good tips and tricks, you may start to see more of this in my videos, my DIY videos. If there was, I just bought this. Today is Sunday. I bought this exactly a week ago. So I have not nearly mastered it. I've done a few cute little things with it. Mostly like other people's images, or the images that are like the Cricut built images, just to start to get a feel of how it works. And boy howdy is it amazing. I even bought the deep cut knife. That's what this one is. They got this fun little gear because this is how they make this as precision as it is. But I did buy this deep cut knife so that I can cut things like, it cuts up to 2 millimeters of thickness, and the blade, the knife cut blade or deep cut knife blade, something like that. Those might be two different, deep cut and knife blade might be two different things. I believe this is the knife blade. Hold on one second, here's the package. Yes, it is called the knife blade. Need to be exact when I'm talking about these products, because I do not want to steer anybody wrong with expensive product, because I've done that to myself before and been sad, and I don't want to make other people sad. But yes, the knife blade, and I haven't done this myself yet, but we'll see what crazy things I do. Rah. But it can cut up to like 2 millimeter thick chipboard. I've seen online that people have cut the very thin corkboard with these, and I have a project in mind for that. It isn't as thick as what I thought I could cut with it, which isn't to say, which is to say I have to rearrange what I'm doing with that project a little bit. Probably the solution is just going to be to cut it out more than once, and then I have the thickness I want by gluing it together, because, you know, it's cork. But that's a project that I have a plan for. But I had one plan, and then I was like, oh, that's too thick. I got cork that was too thick, and I wasn't able to do it. But I have a plan. There's a project that I want to do there that, if nothing else, will end up on my social media. But if you guys are interested I will totally set up the camera and get in and be like, here, watch this thing cut. I know there are tons of videos of that, which were part of how I helped make this decision. I held out specifically for this machine, although there's a model that is still current. It's not as new, but it's still current. Like, they're still releasing new colors of it. They're not necessarily updating the insides, but they're still like releasing it in new plastics with different colors and stuff because it's still that popular. The model before this one, the Explore Air 2, which is I want to say roughly half the price. That might be wrong, but it is less expensive by $100 to $200. This is, I did buy this on sale. They did go on sale at Michael's recently. They do about, I've seen them go on sale twice, and it's only about $20 off, but you know, save everywhere. And at the same time, all of the accessories went to like 40% off. So I got all of this. All of this was in a set. These do not come with this machine. All of this was in a set, and I bought that with like there's also like a paper trimmer that was in there. And I bought that because I was going to buy it anyway, generally, because I need these tools to begin working with this machine in full capacity. So they were also 40% off or so at the time. So it was a really convenient time to buy it, and this time will roll around again probably, and it helps. It is still very expensive. I still manage to spend like $500 in a day, but it is usually $399.99. It went on sale to like $379 or something. I do not remember the exact number because, as I said, I have planned to buy this machine for a very long time, and when I finally decided it was time to buy it, it just so happened to be the same weekend that it was going on sale, and I went, I'm grabbing that before it goes off sale. But yes, this is pricey, and this comes with basically a paper cutting blade, just this one pen, but mostly so you can do an example project so it can show you what you can do with the pens, but just the one pen, and not when there's a whole rainbow you can buy. And it does come with the rotary blade. This model comes with the rotary blade. It comes with a paper knife that is the fine point blade that is optimal for paper and very thin stuff like that, and the rotary blade for fabric. And it does come with, you have to use this with these mats, these Cricut mats. They're basically self-healing cutting mats, but they have a particular sticky, re-stickable glue type substance on them so that you can press down your project. It will hold, and it holds as it rolls through these rollers here. I don't know 100% why I'm explaining this all in such detail, but anyway, it comes with a light grip mat, which is like great for pretty standard paper, and it comes with a fabric mat so that you can do those two things, because it comes with all the fabric stuff, because this is the fabric cutting machine. There is not really anything else that is optimized to cut fabric. And that's why I coveted it, and that's why I bought it. And now I guess bragging about it? I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for the possibilities that this is going to bring for me, and I want to bring you guys along. Like, I do DIY YouTube videos because I enjoy that. Like, not just the sense of trying to help people in their own projects, but a little bit just the sense of a little bit of camaraderie and bringing you along on my journey, which maybe it'll inspire you to craft, and maybe you just enjoy it, and I hope you do. If you don't, you don't have to watch anymore. It's okay. I love you guys. This has been such a long thing. All right, I love you guys. I will see you again someday. I know. I make no promises about when it is, but I will see you next time. Bye.